Hey gamer, today we're going to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, now available on Apple Arcade. There's a lot of Ninja Turtle games from the past this game has to stack up against, so let's see how it measures up. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, our heroes are on a mission to rescue their master Splinter from the foot. You wouldn't be wrong if that sounds like a repeat from an old plot. And we're going to find out that repetition is a common theme here. More on that in a bit. You start out in a lair, where you can pick your turtle who each have different attributes. Once selected, you can chat with everyone in the lair that just seems to be hanging out after their master was just kidnapped, but whatever. Or you can jump straight into the missions. You start in the sewer and you come across some familiar enemies. Each area is small, and once you've defeated all of the enemies, you get to choose a power-up before you move on to the next area. Now, maybe I didn't chat enough with my fellow turtles to find out what this stuff was, but I was starting to feel a little inundated with these options. There's your turtle powers, which can be statted up. Scrap that can be used to buy upgrades from the shop. Mastery of Ulrum, whatever that is. Dragon coins to upgrade your training, technique, and specialities. Dreamer coins to improve your luck, economy, and exotic traits. And artifact slots to improve key attributes. So, as you can see, the items and stats part of this game feels a little bloated. So let's forget all that for a second and jump to our playstyles. I played this a bit on my iPhone with my Razer Kishi controller, but for this review I mostly stuck to playing on the Apple TV with my SteelSeries Nimbus controller. There's affiliate links to both of those controllers in the description if you want to check them out. Ultimately, what I'm saying here is that this game is made for controller use. Getting back to gameplay, each turtle has a regular attack, a dash, and then a couple of other options like shurikens or shields. Everything but your main attack requires a cooldown. While you're in the sewers, you fight a mini-boss, which is just a couple of large rats, and the big boss is Leatherhead. A nice touch is that your enemies will show a path right before they attack that gives you a heads up to get out of the way. And you'll soon pick up that getting out of the way is going to be your main strategy here. Another positive that I'll add is that there's some good voice acting in this game, but unfortunately, I think that's going to be the last positive thing I'm going to say here. After you get out of the sewers, you move on to the docks and things start to get a little more intense. You get overwhelmed with enemies pretty quick, and your dash is on cooldown too, so that getting out of the way strategy quickly falls apart. With one of your plethora of stat bumps, you can reduce or skip your dash cooldowns, but that didn't help me too much here, so I was finally knocked out and found myself back at the lair. Time to up my stats and get back to the docks. But wait, what's this? Back in the sewers again? I have to go through the giant rats again? I have to fight Leatherhead again? That's when I understood. This isn't a beat 'em up. This is an endurance game disguised as a beat 'em up. Every time that I get knocked out, I'm gonna have to start all over. This very quickly turned into Donatello, I've come to bargain. And who wants that? I thought if I made use of all these coins, I could increase my stats and nudge a little further, but not really. But what about health? Yeah, there's pizza occasionally, but instead of fully reviving you, it only gives your health bar a slight bump. So no matter what I do, I never really make it that much farther. And the worst part is that the game acknowledges that we're caught in this loop. I mean, we have a long history of Ninja Turtle games out there that they could pull attributes from, like extra lives, or tapping out to another turtle when your health gets low. Even the NES version got that right. You would think that in multiplayer you could get a friend to help you get further, but it's limited so that you can only get people that are connected to your game center to join, so being quick matched with random players isn't an option. After looking at the level map, there looks like there's only 4 or so areas, so basically what's happening here is that if they allowed you to progress through the games like other Turtle games, you would have this game beaten in a couple minutes. So to make up for that, they just make you play the same levels over and over again, which just isn't fun for me. So I'm gonna give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate a 2 out of 5 for having a name that's longer than its gameplay. And that's the lowest review that I've given so far, and I really wanted to like this one too. Well, that'll do it for today. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Apple Arcade game reviews, top 5 lists, and accessory reviews. See you next time.